Hey everyone, Vintage Vinny here. Welcome to another antique store haul. Everything I'm going to be sharing with you today came from one of the Peddler malls around the corner from my house. So I think I spent about $122 on everything you're going to see in this video. Of course, some things are for me, some things are to sell, and yeah, that's just kind of how that works. So before we jump into the haul, I do want to let you all know that unfortunately Scott is not going to be able to come up or come down my way. So instead of him coming and shopping with me this upcoming week, we're going to reschedule it for another time. However, we're still going to do our Art Deco live sale on Friday night at, I think, 8 p.m. Eastern is when we said we were going to do it. I'll have to look at the post on his community tab, maybe copy and paste it and throw it in my community tab, just so you all are aware. Which is, it's okay. I mean, things happen. Life happens. That's just how that works. Anyway, so without further ado, let's go ahead and check out what I got. This isn't all of it. I just couldn't get it all in screenshot. I don't know what attracted me to these earrings. I just thought they were really fun. Very, 1960s, I think. It almost looks like eyes, doesn't it? They're not, did I say they were clip-ons? I'm sorry, they're not. But they look very like something you would see like Barbara Eden or Elizabeth Montgomery wear. Just the bright blue and the white screams 60s, 70s to me. And thank goodness they did not break. They were plastic. These are awesome. I couldn't believe I found these, and stuff is gonna fall, which is okay. These are Christ Christmas Piggy salt and pepper shakers. They are absolutely adorable. I looked at them and I saw the mark for Christ, and I was like, okay, those have got to be collectible. And I got them 20% off, so I only spent $2.40 on those. Right? Yes, $2.40. So what fell was a new old stock X-Acto knife. These are good to have. You can use them to cut letters open and whatnot. This one is an older one. I believe it's from 98. So it's 26 years old. They still sell these today, of course. It's not a discontinued item. I remember using these in my art class in middle school. And let me tell you something. You slice your hand on one of these, you may have to go to the hospital and get stitches. They're that sharp. Fortunately for me, I didn't have that experience in middle school, but I think these are just good to have if you're trying to cut something and you need a small blade. So, what did I pay for this one? I think it was, let's see. Yeah, it was only $2. They're not too expensive in the store, but I knew that was, a good flea market price. So I had to pick that up. I love finding little things of lotion to test out and see if I like them. This is Bath & Body Works' Pomegranate Citrus. It doesn't say how much it was originally, but I got it for 80 cents. This, does smell very, very good. So I like finding stuff like that because if I don't like it, I'm not out too much money and I can always give it to somebody else. You guys know me and my mid-century. I love the teal aqua color of that era. So I found these Sterilite salt and pepper shakers, the blue. Love those. I did not find out until visiting our local mall that Route 21 actually came back. They must have been bought out by another company or something. Because they're back in my mall at least, so either they fixed their financial stuff or another company bought them. But at the time, they were closed, and I did find some of their Revert Echo cologne or perfume. I'm not sure if this is still made or not. But I, of course, had to check it out. And I'm just now seeing that there is a chip in the glass, which, of course, is a little bit sharp. So I'm going to have to smoothen that out with a nail file, which is no big deal. I didn't even know that that could happen with perfume bottles because the glass is usually so thick. So this must have fallen on some fallen pretty hard on some concrete or got knocked off on some concrete. You get the idea. So I paid $1.60 for this. I don't remember what it sells for, but of course I'm going to have to disclose that that has been broken. I don't think it'll matter as long as it's not sharp, and somebody will, of course, want the cologne out of it. So I did buy this stuff like right around the time Halloween was being put out. So I spotted this little guy. Well, he's not little. He's just cool. He's a skeleton window cling. He's brand new with the tags. He was made by Russ Berry Company. I love that he's got a top hat on. I thought that was so cool. So that's not terribly, terribly old, but I liked him anyway. I thought he would be just a fun little piece to put out at, put out at Halloween time. You guys know that I love finding silhouettes, especially the ship ones. So I did buy this. I love it. And it's going to go with all my other ones that I have, because I have quite a few of the sailboat ship ones that I didn't mean to start collecting, but I found and got them for good deals. So that was a fun little thing to add to my collection. Now, if you are new to my channel, you guys probably know that I am a bit of a candle freak. I've been that way since I was a kid. If you're new, again, long story short, in the mall we used to go to, Lake Forest Mall, may it rest in peace, there used to be a candle store there, and we would go in all the time and smell the candles and, just have a good time with it. We never bought anything that I remember, but just a fond memory for me from childhood. And, once I started working for Home Goods and I started earning my own money, I went out and started going crazy with candles. This one was only $1, so you can't really beat that because, sometimes candles can be expensive depending on where you buy them, what kind of sale the store's running, etc. But, it's just something that I've always had or been obsessed with. And, in my adulthood, we have a whole candle shelf in our closet in our laundry room. But don't worry, they don't just sit there and pile up. We do use them. So for $1, you can't really say no to that. I have sold one of these before. This is Stainless Putty by Colco. I love the orange and the blue. I can't talk in white. This was made for the Coleman Company, which was in Everett, Massachusetts. So I got that 20% off, I believe. This I thought was just really cool because of the packaging. It looks very 80s, 90s to me. Quartz Sport Timer, and it does not say what year it's from. But heck, it doesn't even have a barcode on it, so it's probably from the 80s or 90s. I only got that for 50 cents. I don't remember if that has any value. I just thought it was cool, and for something that's cheap like that, just a fun thing to reminisce over. Oh yes. Spotted this guy and I love him. He's made by Anarco. It's an owl, one of the bigger ones. Love that. I know people do like their animal figurines, so anytime I can find them reasonably priced, I will pick them up. So that was really cool. All right, so some more fun stuff I've got to share with you all. I don't remember buying this, but I guess I did because it's in my possession. Ooh, that's not even focused at all. There we go. So this it looks like monkeys, and they're saying, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Just a little keychain. I thought that was cool. I want to say that was $3. It could have been on sale. I'm not really sure, but I thought it was cool anyway. This is awesome. I've never seen this before, and I'm not usually a brass person, but look. Compliments of the Holiday Inn, and it says Patriot. So that's awesome. I guess that's an ashtray or a ring holder. I guarantee you that was something that the company gave away or was something that was in their hotel rooms forever. So I love that. And then you can see behind you, I've got a hand towel set, brand new. Unfortunately, the cellophane is ripping because it is, older. But those are awesome. I also got a set of these. Now, these had sat at this store for the longest time, and I was like, I was buying a lot of stuff at the time, and usually when I do that, I'm like, oh, do I really need this? Do I really need that? And most of the time the answer is no, but sometimes I just buy it anyway. I loved this, this texture of this ridging, or this, not ridging, etching. So I loved that. Of course, I'm probably going to save those for a sale that I do with the old Curiosity Shop at some point. Maybe come springtime, or maybe even for Valentine's Day. Because we are doing, so Scott and I are doing that sale on Friday, this upcoming Friday. And then I think either the next week or the week after that, we're doing the gang, Christmas live show with I think we're selling 10 items there and doing trivia and such. So, of course, keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, so those were some more fun things. Look at this amazing glass set, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's got, I'm sure KP's probably drooling right now. These are Scotty dogs. I want to say, oh yeah, I don't have to say. These were made by Federal Glass. They have the F in the shield for Federal. Not to be confused with Fire King, because people do get Fire King and Federal mixed up when they see that F. But if you see the F in the shield, it's Federal Glass, not Fire King. I've seen it one too many times at indoor flea markets and peddlers malls and antique malls as well. So I got the set of 6 in the caddy. It was a great price, and I got 20% off of it, so that was awesome. I do want to say that one of them does have a bit of dishwasher damage to it. Now, of course, the black on these are going to fade because, they're old glasses. But these are just absolutely amazing. And I want to say that this set is worth about, I think I'm going to probably list it for about $80 to $85 with the hopes that somebody does buy it. So I'm always learning about different things that are out there. I don't really go for shoes or clothing that much just because, it's not a universal size. So, something that's a size 8 could fit one person, but it won't fit another person because of the way that something is made. But sometimes if I see something that I never knew existed, I'm like, I probably should pick them up. And that was the case with these UGG sneakers or UGG tennis shoes, whatever you want to call them. I know they're called different words depending on if you live in the city or where you are in the country or where you are in the world. But these are UGG brand. Like I said, I had no idea that UGG even made tennis shoes. I know they were famous for their boots. When I was a kid, I think they were relatively new. It was a newer thing. But UGG makes bedding, which, by the way, if you don't have any of that, I recommend it. It's good stuff. So they make bedding, they make sheets, they make, I think they even make pillows and, all kinds of stuff. But never knew they made shoes. I knew they made boots, but did not know they made shoes. The lining, or the shoes have a soft liner. So that's awesome. These are a size 8. I want to say that they're worth maybe $20, $25 from what I remember when I looked them up. I can't remember off the top of my head because this was a few months ago that I bought these. So, of course, at the time I looked them up to make sure they were worth paying. I think I paid $5 for them. I wish I was a size 8 because I would wear them probably. But, take what you can get. So I was thrilled to find those. So I bought this grab bag. It was $3, but 40% off. And there were a couple things in there that made me want the bag even more. No, it wasn't these dollar store bears. Or the grandma bell. Or any of these miscellaneous tchotchkes. So these were some good pieces. This is a plastic cobalt blue, I think this is an eye cup. It says Wyeth on it. I'm not sure if this screwed onto something or what, but that was definitely a good find out of that bag. And of course, I can't go wrong with the Turtle Wade Whimsy. Anytime I find these for a good deal, I like to pick them up and charge $2 or $3 for them at my sales if I don't keep them. But no, those weren't the two items that I was after in this bag. It's this lovely lady. It's a bisque, well actually it's not bisque, I'm sorry. It's glazed over mermaid. And I usually don't find mermaids that cheap. So when I saw her in the bag, I was like, it's going in my cart regardless. Some people are diehard mermaid collectors. I'm not diehard per se, but if I find them, of course I'm going to buy them because I have a small little shelf with them. So I was really, really excited to find that. All right. So I did spot this Lenox ornament. Ooh, that's not even focused. I apologize. Lenox ornament with a cat in it, and that was only $2.50. Actually, it was $2 with the discount. This is, I don't remember if I looked this up or not. It's an older Lenox piece, because as you can see, the barcode says made in US, and most Lenox pieces aren't made in the US anymore. They're mostly made in China or in other countries. So that's probably from the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. That's out of focus. And then this caught my attention too. This is just a magazine ads. They're not typically worth a whole lot, but I thought this was really cool. It's an underwear ad from, I think, is it an underwear? I think it's an underwear ad. Or maybe it's a... No, I don't think it's an underwear ad. Let's see. Anyway, I thought it was just a cool ad nonetheless, if it's for underwear or not, but it might be. That was only a couple dollars, so I'll probably take that out of this frame, donate that frame, and maybe put it in a different one, because that's something cool you could put in the bathroom. All right, so here are some more fun, interesting, and unique items. This is awesome. This is a piece of pottery. I'm not sure who made it. I've seen it in other colors before, but this one is in pink. No maker's mark. I want to say maybe McCoy. I thought that was really, really cool, and it was 60% off. Now, I've never had a chance to own something this large of a goblet. It's heavy too. Oh, it's nice. It's ruby red flashed on, and it's got it looks like a fraternity or like Greek letters or something on it. For a fraternity, forgive me, that is extremely heavy. But that is really cool, and of course I did research that, and that was definitely worth picking up, and it was like a really good price. I've had my eye on this for a while. This is the Remember the Maine candy jar souvenir, circa 1898. So this is old milk glass. It does have some condition issues on it. If I take or turn it around here, you can see, or maybe you won't be able to see, there's a bit of a crack in the glass, like right here maybe, and a small little crack right here. But you know what, like I said, I don't care. I think for that to be as old as it is and to be in the condition it's in, it's amazing. And you guys know I love a nautical theme, so that works perfectly with my bedroom if I decide to put it up there. This is awesome too. This is really cool. This is antique Valorian Bock. This is for Hires root beer, and I got it 20% off. So you can see it's marked right there, made in Germany. And it does have a small little chip right there, but I really do not care. That is just an amazing piece of advertising, and I don't think that's something that a lot of people see. So for the 20% off, I just said I gotta have it. So this is an absolutely amazing set. This is a Noritake Gazelle tea set. Unfortunately, the creamer is missing, but it's got 6 demi-tasse, well, consider demi-tasse those tiny little cups? Probably. 6 demi-tasse cups and saucers. You've got the lidded sugar bowl. It's not focused, there we go. Lidded sugar bowl. And you've got the teapot. Isn't that just not fantastically mid-century? If I had to guess a date, I would probably say the 40s or the 50s, probably more into the 50s, I would say. I did some research a while ago when I was looking this set up, and I think the last one sold for about 70 bucks. So I paid probably, I think maybe, so I got $4.40 off of 22, I think. So what is that? $17.80 for all of this. And if I can get $75, I would be so stinking happy. One thing I almost forgot to share with you all is this piece. Jewelry I'm still learning about, but something about this Monet brooch really stood out to me. I think it was the bright colors and the vivaciousness of it. I want to say I paid like $5 for this. This is not an easy one to find. People are listing this as hard to find and rare. Now, granted, you have to take that with a grain of salt because just because you see something once in a while doesn't mean it's entirely rare. It could be very common. You just don't know. Of course, I did a Google Lens on it just to see what other people were asking, and I think one of these sold for about $68. So I saw it for $5 and I said, you know what? I got to take it because it's incredible, isn't it? And the last item that I got at this indoor flea market / peddler's mall is this amazing tea set. It's got 6 saucers, a sugar bowl, and the tea set, or the teapot, I'm sorry. Here's what it looks like up close. Look at that. Now, I will say, I did pay $39 for the entire set, but it is so well worth it. BES, it looks like that's Russian or Ukrainian, but that is just absolutely amazing. I mean, look at it. So here's the blue, and you guys know blue is my favorite color, so here's the saucer and the little cup. Now there is, let me show them to you all, because I just couldn't get it all in shot. There is a purple and a green. Oh, sorry. I'm a little jittery. Guess I didn't eat enough. There is a green and a purple set too that go with it. So I just couldn't fit it all into the shot. But yes, there are 6 cups, the sugar bowl, and the teapot. Absolutely amazing. Again, it was almost $40, but it was totally worth it. With what I got to sell, and if it sells for what I'm going to sell some of the stuff for, this piece or this set will be paid off. I picture this in a really awesome mid-century like china cabinet with some of my Temporama dishes and my Salem North Star dishes. I would love to get my hands on some. Hey everyone, Vintage Vinny here. Welcome to another antique store haul. Everything I'm going to be sharing with you today came from one of the peddler malls around the corner from my house. Some of the Catherine Holmes Starburst, but you know, that's just the thrill of the hunt. You never know what you're going to find when you're out there. But yeah, I would love to display this in a mid-century hutch. I think that would be such a cool thing to do. So I want to thank you all so much for watching today. There was a whole lot of good stuff as usual, or at least I think so. And keep your eyes peeled. I think I am going to do an Old Curiosity Shop live sale preview on my channel, probably for Friday's video. That way you all get an idea of what you're going to be seeing at the sale. I think we're going to do 12 items each, if I'm not mistaken. So keep your eyes peeled for that, because y'all know I save the really good stuff for those sales. So I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.